to live in a community that, yes, I mean, it does include the virtual world. We do still have some Teams meetings and some Zoom calls and things like that, but we do also get to live in real physical community with each other. As Miss Salazar, who was just, where did you go? Oh, as Ms. Salazar was just telling me today, right? Teams is not real communication. That face-to-face, in person, this is real communication. And so I want to say first how grateful I am that we get to do this. And second, I want to say how grateful I am that you all took the time tonight to be here for this important event. It's important to us as a school. It's important to your children to see you here in support, in the best way that we can offer support often, which is with our time and with our attention. So I just want to thank you for that. It's really important to me. I know that the foundation of everything we do as a school comes down to the relationships that we build, and part of that comes out of times like this. So thank you for being here. I'm going to ask one of our 7th grade students to come forward. So we have a tradition in the middle school where we have 2 student addresses, and the first one comes from the president of our Honor Council. Now, the Honor Council is a student-led organization that works to promote ideas about integrity, truthfulness, honor, respect within the middle school. So they actively seek out ways to promote those ideas, to talk about them. Some of that happens in assemblies. Some of that happens in other projects that they may do around campus. Some of it happens through our advisory program. But these are young people who are committed to the idea of living with integrity and how important that is in our relationship. So I'm going to ask Joe Bobolin to come forward and officially welcome us to tonight's honors program.
Good evening and welcome to the 2025 Middle School Honors Night. We know that honor means different things to different people. So I asked some middle schoolers what they think honor means. Seth said that honor is respect and kindness. And Kennedy said that having honor means being kind and giving back to your community. They're both right. The goal of the Honor Council is to build a community where we can speak the truth and respect each other, even when we have different opinions about things. For those of you that went to the lower school, remember Ms. Shackelford's whole, "I will be a good citizen and always do what I must" speech? It's kind of what we're still talking about. This means taking care of homework, participating in class, and being respectful towards others. When we thought about what we would like for the middle school to gain from an Honor Council this year, we realized it was how each of us can learn from each other on how to make smart choices. Things change a lot year by year, especially with technology. We have to learn how to work with those changes. Some become a big help in school and life, while others we need to either avoid or learn to use correctly. So that's why we decided that the use of AI in schools was a pretty big topic. We all know how to use ChatGPT. It's easy to ask it for the answer to your algebra word problem, or for it to write an essay on why Jonas persevered through his challenges in The Giver. But we need to learn how to use AI responsibly. Instead, you can ask ChatGPT to make examples of how to do that word problem, or explain what the word persevere means and not be dishonest. Most recently, we helped our student body learn some tricks to study more efficiently for final exams. Take breaks, put distractions away, and get off Brawl Stars. I hope we are able to help you all make some better decisions this year, managing homework, AI, and being honest. And if we missed something, we just made a suggestion box for the middle school, so you can let us know. And yes, we've read all the suggestions so far. Not much we can do about making Mr. Warner's class easier, but we are working on putting more assembly activities in. Thank you for a great year, and let us now award excellence to those who deserve it.
Thank you, Joe. So first, we'll be recognizing our class awards for each of the classes that are offered in the middle school. And so I'd like to invite our fine and performing arts faculty forward to present the awards for their department. First up, Ms. McAvoy.
For the Arts Award, we have Izel Leilani.
And for the Dance Award, Mia Penton.
For the Piano Award goes to Joe Boblin.
For the Filmmaking Award, Ryder Ramsey.
For sixth grade theater, Thor Wernick. And for middle school theater, Sophia Ben Musa. I should have thought that out. For sixth grade choir, Ziliana Hines. And for middle school choir, Aurelia Caltagirone.
All right, for strings, we have Lila Winfrey.
Next, we'll recognize students from our English Language Arts program, and Ms. Sarah Peretz will get us started there.
For sixth grade ELA, Ryder Ramsey.
The award for 7th grade English goes to Grace Young.
For 8th grade ELA, Stella Belmore.
For creative writing, Alon Selfo. And for historical fiction, Caleb Cedahall.
For middle school yearbook, Ella Holt.
For graphic novel, Talay Price.
We'll next give awards in the areas of science, technology, and engineering, and Ms. Casey Volpe will get us started with that department.
For 6th grade science, Jason Obasha.
For 7th grade life science, Arjun Prasad.
For 8th grade science, Maria Pereira.
For 6th grade technology, Annabelle Sanford. For elements of engineering design, Lucas Mendez.
Okay, for Introduction to Coding, Jin Liang Jun.
For Robotics, Miguel Fernandez Hernandez.
For Virology and Epidemiology, Joshua Lin. For Zoology, Joshua Joseph.
For Introduction to Artificial Intelligence, Caleb Kaufman.
Next, we'll recognize excellent performance in mathematics, starting with Ms. Afia Bloodman.
For Math in Focus, Course 1, Natalia Arias.
For Math in Focus 2, Shivam Patel.
For Math Course 3, Chandler Miao.
For Pre-Algebra, Kai Magnuson.
And for Algebra 1 Honors, Jin Zhang.
And for Geometry Honors, Aman Agarwal.
Next, I'd like to ask Mr. Taylor to come on up and present the awards for physical education.
For 6th grade PE, Kennedy Williams. Seventh grade PE, Daphne Gentry. Eighth grade PE, Miguel Fernandez Hernandez. And for sports medicine, Avi Varma.
Next, we'll recognize excellent performance in our social studies classes, beginning with Ms. Courtney Williams.
For 6th grade social studies, it's Anijah McDowell.
For Social Studies 7, Abiyua Yusa Salami.
For Social Studies 8, Maria Pereira.
For event management, Annabelle Wang. And for hospitality management, Olivia Melnichenko.
For 8th grade leadership, Kinsley Sayer.
For media studies, Frank Hassami.
For Greek and Roman mythology, Kira Bart. For Norse and King Arthur mythology, Myra Thomas.
We will now say bienvenue to our world language teachers.
Pour le cours du français du collège, Middle School French, Michaela Cook. Et pour le cours de français 1, Sophia Ricardo.
You may notice we've added some stoles to these World Language Awards that celebrate the ways that cultures come together. So one side has the US flag and the other one has either a French flag or a Puerto Rican flag or Colombian flag. So just celebrating the ways that cultures come together here at Montverde, we thought we could do that with a special thing for students.
Español A goes to Victoria Jen Myers. Español B to Kendall Nailus.
And for Spanish 1, para español número 1, para Carson, C. Calmo, A. Amable, R. Responsable, S. Simpático, O. Optimista y N. Noble.
Next, we'll be recognizing students who have earned recognition as part of our honor roll. We have 3 levels of honor roll this year, which is a change from previous years. And I do want to note, we also made the criteria for earning honor roll a little bit more rigorous this year. So congratulations to all of you who have won this recognition in any quarter. But I also want to say that this is an especially difficult thing to do, right? This year-long honor roll, because the requirements for it are that you earn that level of honor roll status each quarter. So for instance, if you had honors during the first quarter and the second quarter you slipped up a little bit, but you kind of made up for it a little bit, but you didn't get honor roll in that second quarter, and the third quarter you got it again, even if your final grades for the year are still very good, you wouldn't get it because of that second quarter. Similarly, if you got highest honors one quarter, but then honors the next quarter, you would end up with honors for the year. So the people we're recognizing tonight have achieved not just a high level of academic performance, but a consistently high level of academic performance. And so the first level that we'll recognize will be students in our honors category. These are students who maintained a grade point average of 3.25 or higher in each quarter and had no grades below a C-. They had to earn that honor roll status all 3 quarters that we've had so far this year in order to be recognized tonight. And I'd like to ask Ms. Williams and Ms. Judy to come forward to help us recognize our 6th graders.
For 6th grade honors, we have George Albuquerque, Malcolm Opan, Valeria Bonotto, Rafaela Botaro, Alice Chimin, Olivia Kokenauer, Anna Julia Diaz, Henry Garrity, Kyler Hansen, Presley Hesberg, Carter Hun, Nicholas Magrino, Colt Martinez, Mahiba Minhas, Oliver Nihilus Pope, Gabriel Azolazoki, Lucius Paisley Bayrand, Sahana Pinmetza, MJ Penn, Ryder Ramsey, Aiden Rayner, Julissa Saeed, Enrique Santiago Chabert, Emily Schneck, Xander Simpecos, Dorothy Tong, Jonas Velasquez, Alessandra Villar, Lucas Violet, Thor Warnick, Logan Williams, Livia Yan, Lucas Zhang, and Austin Cho.
For 7th grade, we have Alina Al-Kwasami, Kenda Al-Suleiman, Malik Andrade, Kristen Carter, Mateo Sheramonte, Declan Corbett, Ana Sofia de Azarad Vito, Brinley Fassett, Marcella Fisher Hort, Thade Judy, Siham Cardorha, Nathan Kuhn, Kendall Martinez, Seth Martinez, Asher Nakvi, Brittany Ortega, Lucas Peretz, Connor Palmer, Mia Penton, Alan Shelfo, Ava Cito, Sela Sufi, Thatcher Smith, Owen Sorg, and Vavan Trividadi. For 8th grade, Sammy Benmusa, Dennis J. Jaden Calagos, Carson Crutchfield, Giovanna Gaia, Max Georgie, Sophia Gill, Natalie Grissom, Frank Hisami, Zidane Hishri, Ella Holt, Emily Limpis, Nick Naranjo Garcia, Gavin Olmsted, J.A.J. Penn, Ava Pergram, Mason Ray, Andrew Rosetniks, Kinsley Sayer, Myra Thomas, Sky Yan, Connie Yang, and Gabriel Zamet.
We'll next recognize students earning high honors. So these are students who maintained a grade point average of at least 3.75 in every quarter with no grades below a C-, and they did that all 3 quarters. I'd like to ask Mrs. Peretz and Mr. Narducci to come forward and help us recognize students earning high honors.
For high honors in 6th grade, Tatiana Ghanem, Alyssa Hammett, Isabella Mendez, Lachlan Soule, and Liam Stebbins. For high honors in 7th grade, Elena Ariano, Joseph Barisano, Caden Brown, Emily D'Ambrose, Arjun Persad, Alafair Selflo, Philip Tanis, Abhiraj Varma, Adeline Yem, Abiyua Yisa Salami, and Grace Young.
And now the high honors for 8th grade. Kira Bart, Stella Belmore, Kylie Brown, Brady Burton, Megan Busby, Juliet Carrillo, Matthew Chin, Alexis Eastham, Natalia Ghanem, Journey Jones, Joshua Joseph, Tristan Milliken, Munsif Minhas, Ella Pompeo, Kylan Ramcharan, Sophia Ricardo, Claire Whitehouse, Jinlian Zhang. Congratulations.
And next, we will recognize students earning highest honors as part of our honor roll. These are students who have maintained a grade point average of at least 4.0 every quarter, which is really, if you know the level of courses that these students are taking, I mean, if you've checked their homework, sometimes when I look at it, these kids are taking some tough stuff, right? So to earn 4.0 is quite a remarkable feat. So I'd like to ask Melissa Benner and Scott Warner to come forward and help us recognize these students.
All right, for 6th grade, we have Natalia Arias, Zion Bledman, Mason Bravo, Jason Elbasha, Elin Gunkel, Anika Gupta, Victoria Jean Marius, Maximo Lama, Eric Maksuga, Anijah McDowell, Shivam Patel, Soham Patel, Maximo Ramirez, Annabelle Sanford, Addison Vogel, Kennedy Williams, Lila Winfrey, and Isabel Wanowski. All right, next we have the 7th grade. Joe Bobolin, Aurelia Caltagirone, Marina Cardani, Luca Cohen, Daphne Gentry, Ian Kludova, Izel Leilani, Joshua Lynn, Olivia Melninchenko, Kendall Nalos, Kira Reed, Caleb Cedahall, Lucas Villar, Evan Vogel, Annabelle Wang, Mateo Willimum Figuiardo, and Angelica Wolf.
And for 8th grade highest honors, Aman Agarwal, Charlie Anderson, Jackson Broker, Alejandra Burgos Valentin, Zachary Chang, Michaela Cook, Ella Draughty, Yubo Fang, Joshua Lipman, Chandler Miao, Maria Pereira, and Ava Sanford.
So as you know, 3 words that are really central to us at Montverde are knowledge, character, and community. And so far this evening, most of what we've been recognizing is the knowledge piece. But next, we want to recognize the character piece with our Excellent Citizenship Awards. So each semester, the middle school recognizes students who have consistently demonstrated respect and care for classmates, for teachers, and for other members of the school community. Throughout the semester, these students have had no major infractions of the Student Code of Conduct and have earned fewer than 6 detention hours during the course of each semester. And if students earn excellent citizenship for both semesters, then they receive the Excellent Citizenship Award for the year as recognition of their commitment to our high standards of character throughout the school year. And so I'd like to ask Ms. Volpe to come forward and help us recognize our Excellent Citizenship winners for 6th grade.
Okay. George Albuquerque, Natalia Arias, Malcolm Opon, Valeria Binotto, Zion Bledman, Rafaela Bataro, Mason Bravo, Carter Bushner, Elaine Castillo, Olivia Kokenauer, Cherno Diallo, Anna Julia Diaz, Jason Elbasha, Jasmine Foster, Naya Frempong, Tatiana Ganem, Elin Gunkel, Anika Gupta, Alyssa Hammett, Kyler Hansen, Presley Hesberg, Ziliana Hins, William Hawksprung, Carter Hoon, Victoria Jean Marius, Chris Jang, Juliette Kennedy Diaz, Max Lama, Vicky Lamage, Henry Litz Dominguez, Eric Maxuga, Nicholas Magrino, Colt Martinez, Callan Matthews, Anijah McDowell, Isabella Mendez, Mahiba Minhas, Roberto Negron, Oliver Nihilus Pope, Gabriel Ozolzoki, Lucius Paisley Beyrand, Shivam Patel, Sohan Patel, Henrik Paulson, Sahana Penmetsa, MJ Penn, Max Ramirez, Ryder Ramsey, Willow Ramsky, Aiden Rayner, Annabella Real Moreno, Julissa Said, Annabelle Sanford, Enrique Santiago Chabert, Emily Schneck, Lachlan Soule, Liam Stebbins, Dorothy Tong, Jonas Velasquez, Alessandra Villar, Lena Violet, Lucas Violet, Wynn Vidido, Addison Vogel, Daniel Waldman, Thor Wernick, Kennedy Williams, Lila Winfrey, Isabel Wanowski, Livia Yan, Lucas Zhang, and Austin Zhou.
Excellent Citizenship for 7th grade, Kenda Al-Suleiman, Malik Andrade, Elena Arenamo, Trent Barasano, Ardis Bartley, Brooks Berkemeyer, Joe Bobolin, Caden Brown, Aurelia Caltagirone, Marina Cardani, Kristen Carter, Matteo Chiaramonte, Luca Cohen, Declan Corbett, Luigi Cunha, Emily D'Ambrose, Ana Sofia de Azevedo, Nina de Castro Mussolini, Brinley Fassett, Alexandria Frazier, Daphne Gentry, Alyssa Gill, Sam Grandboys Jakey, Faye Judy, Siam Kadora, Ian Cladova, Nina de Castro Mussolini, Brinley Fassett, Alexandria Frazier, Daphne Gentry, Alyssa Gill, Sam Grambois Jakey, Faye Judy, Siam Cadora, Ian Cladova, Nate Kuhn, Izzel Lalani, Evan Langfeld, Eason Lee, Joshua Lin, Winston Lin, Fazan Mangiani, Kindle Martinez, Seth Martinez, Camilla McDonald, Olivia Melnichenko, Joaquim Morera, Kendall Nalos, Asher Nakvi, Brittany Ortega, Luki Peretz, Zara Paris, Connor Palmer, Mia Penton, Arjun Prasad, Lucia Provenzano, Kira Reed, Rishi Rudraraju, Alifair Selfo, Alan Selfo, Ava Cito, Caleb Cedahall, Sila Sufi, Thatcher Thutch Smith, Murilo Suarez Raduan Miguel, Owen Sorg, Julian Soto Baron, Philip Tanis, Leah Terry, Vivan Trivedi, Leo Omen, Abhiraj Varma, Lucas Villar, Evan Vogel, Annabelle Wang, Mateo Willimam Figueredo, Reese Williams, Angelica Wolf, Adeline Yem, Abiyua Yisa Salami, and Grace Young.
Excellent Citizenship, 8th grade. Aman Agrawal. Zaid Al-Suleiman. Charlie Anderson. Raj Andrade. Sammy Bishop. Kiara Bard. Stella Belmore. Safia Ben Musa. Sammy Ben Musa. Jackson Broker. Kylie Brown, Alejandra Burgos Valentin, Connor Burke, Brady Burton, Megan Bugsby, Jaden Calagos, Lucas Capuano, Juliet Carrillo, Zach Chang, Matthew Chen, Caleb Kaufman, Michaela Cook, Addison Cooper, Carson Crutchfield, Ella Droughty, Alexis Eastham, Vino Fawn, Kiara Farmer, Drew Fennell, Bog Fang, Miguel Fernandez Hernandez, Trey Foster, Christian Galovitz, Natalia Ganem, Sofia Gil Bastardo, Sadan Ishri, Ella Holt, Journey Jones, Leah Jones, Josh Joseph, Tierney Kelly, Emily Limpis, Joshua Lipman, Kai Magnuson, Chandler Meow, Monson Minhat, Vic Naranjo Garcia, Gavin Olmsted, John Pagano, Heidi Polson, AJ Penn, Maria Pereira, Ava Pergram, Rylan Pierce, Ella Pompeo, Kai Ramcharan, Mason Ray, Sofia Ricardo, Ava Sanford, Kensley Sir, Nadis Sudikas, Zoe Tomplinsky, Kenzo Tanaka Aranga, Myra Thomas, Vava Valencia, Matthew Woolman, Sky Yan, Connie Young, Jack Ya, Gavriel Sameth, Jing Young, Katie Young, Jay Yu, Miao Young, and Lorenzo Zuligan. Congratulations.
Oh, yes. We're fortunate to have some great community members, both here in our school and in the surrounding community. And we're very pleased tonight to welcome Mr. Stuart Dunaway, representing the Sons of the American Revolution, as our guest presenter this evening. He joins us to present a special award on behalf of the Sons of the American Revolution, which is an organization dedicated to preserving the legacy of our nation's founding and promoting the values of patriotism, education, and civic engagement. Mr. Dunaway is a fifth-generation Floridian whose family settled in Central Florida in 1858 to work in the citrus industry. After a successful career with Siemens Telecom in Lake Mary, Mr. Dunaway and his family moved to Hillsborough, North Carolina, where he discovered a passion for local history. This passion led him to spend 15 years at the North Carolina State Archives, where he transcribed and published 265 volumes of historical records, totaling over, wait for it, you were clapping a second ago, Gavin, 96,000 printed pages, which is a big number, but also a huge, huge contribution to our record, our historical record, and especially at the local level, where so much of that is often looked over and lost. So, tremendous project. So he's now back in Florida, and Mr. Dunaway serves on the board of directors for the Lake County Historical Society and Museum in Tavares, where his research focuses on Florida's early history from the Spanish colonial period through the Indian Wars. He and his wife of 39 years live in the village of Duval. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Stuart Dunaway.
It's an honor to be here tonight. The SAR does a lot of outreach with especially children's programs, which I'm the chairman of. We cover both Lake County and Sumter County. And we have a number of programs that begins with the elementary school for just designing posters, dealing with the revolution. And in fact, this year, Mount Verde won first place for our chapter. Lori Pollock was the teacher here at the academy. We have brochure competitions at middle school, and then at high school we have essay and oration contest. Tonight I'm awarding the Good Citizenship Award, which recognizes outstanding patriotic achievement and service. And on the back of this medal it says, "Our inspiration is from the past, the duty is in the present, our hope is in the future." Tonight, we recognize Ella Drawdy.
Yes, for those of you who might have been a little bit farther back and didn't quite hear, that award includes a $100 check from the Sons of the American Revolution. So thank you so much for being here and helping to support our students and encouraging these values that are so important to us. Next, I'd like to invite our friends and colleagues from the upper school, Mr. David Bernatovitz and Mrs. Kimberly Brahman, to come forward and talk about the Distinguished Scholar Program and the 9th grade Head of School Leadership Institute.
Good evening, and thank you for having us tonight. The Distinguished Scholar Program was developed to offer students a path toward some of the most competitive college admissions by providing opportunities for intellectual rigor. In order to successfully complete the program, these students are expected to dedicate themselves to the highest level of scholastic pursuit. The seniors who have completed the requirements this year were recognized at a college signing day on April 30th and were honored by walking first at the baccalaureate and commencement ceremonies this past weekend. This year, we have 44 new inductees into the Distinguished Scholar Program, 5 of which will come from the middle school. Will these students please come forward as I call your name? Receive your pen from Mr. Bernatovitz, and then we'll take a picture. Aman Argawat. Zachary Chang. Ella Drardy. Joshua Joseph. And Maria Pereira.
In the upper school at Montverde Academy, we have 7 student leadership groups representing the student body in various aspects of service to the school. The groups are Arts and Athletic Leadership Committee, Discipline Committee, Eagle Ambassadors, Honor Council, Student Government Association, Prefects, Head of School Advisory Council. The Disciplinary Committee is a group of upper school students who represent the diversity of the student population appointed by the head of school. The Disciplinary Committee works with the administrators, teachers, and students to uphold the academy rules. This group convenes as needed to hear the facts of cases in which major rules have allegedly been violated and then makes a recommendation to the Dean of Students. The incoming Disciplinary Committee the 24-25 for rising ninth grade includes Max Georgiev, Eagle Ambassadors go through an application process. Students chosen will possess excellent communication skills, exhibit leadership, initiative, and enthusiasm. Eagle Ambassadors are to maintain honor roll status, be on the excellent citizenship list, and be involved in the MVA community. Eagle Ambassadors assist with campus tours along with admissions tasks. We have 2 rising ninth graders. They include Gavin Olmsted and Maria Pereira.
Mrs. Peretz would come forward. We want to recognize a few students who have won an award at the national level through our National Junior Honor Society this year. This award is the NJHS Outstanding Achievement Award, and it recognizes middle school students for their commitment to the 5 pillars of NJHS. Those are scholarship, service, leadership, character, and citizenship. Now, out of the entire United States, every chapter of NJHS at every middle school you can imagine, they give 500 of these. And we have 3 winners here, which is, if you think about the statistics, it's pretty remarkable. So this award also comes, we have a certificate for you, and we want to get a group photo up here with you. But this award also comes with $500 toward a college savings plan to support these students' future education. So if you would please come forward, Kinsley Sayer. Philip Tanis. And I'm not sure if she's here tonight. We've actually given her to 9th grade this year, but recognized for her contributions in middle school last year, Isha Chima. We have a few special awards coming up that we'd like to give to recognize some really exceptional students who've made great contributions to our school community this year. The overall, all-around student for each of our grade levels is presented to the student who exemplifies the 3 pillars of Montverde Academy that I mentioned earlier: knowledge, character, and community. So these students are people who perform academically at a very high level of proficiency. They are recognized by their peers and by their teachers as being a student who's an excellent citizen, always concerned about doing things that help others. And this student is someone who is involved in the school community activities beyond just our regular school day, that they're actively contributing to the life of the school. So I'd like to ask Ms. Lindor to come forward to recognize our all-around 6th grader.
The 6th grade all around goes to Addison Vogel.
All-around 7th grade student, Joe Bobolin.
And the all-around 8th grade student is Joshua Lipman.
The Dean's Award is presented to the one student within the middle school who best exemplifies the highest excellence in the areas of knowledge, character, and community. This student is the overall all-around student for the entire middle school community. The Dean's Award goes to Zach Chang. One way that Montverde Academy recognizes faculty who demonstrate excellence inside and outside the classroom is through the Master Teacher Program. Master Teacher candidates must demonstrate mastery of the following benchmarks: leadership, collaboration, exemplary teaching through their instructional strategies, learning environment, and student engagement, and professional growth and development. We are pleased to recognize tonight one middle school faculty member as she receives Master Teacher status. We look forward to the continued excellent work she will do with students and in her role as a faculty leader and mentor. Please join me in congratulating Mrs. Sarah Peretz.
Our Teacher of the Year award is voted on by faculty within the division. So in order to be eligible, teachers must not have received this recognition during the last 3 years. They must teach at least 4 sections within the division, and they must be full-time instructional faculty. The Teacher of the Year award is awarded to the one teacher who has practiced the highest standards of the profession in their classroom. It's someone who has placed great energy into their teaching, has used multiple resources to teach, provided a comfortable and welcoming learning environment, who varies their teaching techniques, is prepared, responds effectively to student inquiries, upholds the highest standards in the delivery of their teaching methods, and most of all, has inspired the learning process. In the last 3 years, the middle school has recognized Claudia Salazar, Melissa Benner, and Courtney Williams as our Teacher of the Year. This year, well, I had to ask some faculty members about what they saw when they thought about this person. And what I heard were stories about a teacher who transforms the classroom into an engaging, student-centered learning space that focuses on critical thinking, but also on student empowerment and ownership. It's somebody who celebrates a deep knowledge, a contagious enthusiasm, and who makes a lasting impact on students and colleagues alike. Somebody who is always looking around for new ways to connect with others and asking, what else can I do to engage the students and the people around me? Now, this is an award that is selected by faculty, but as fate would have it, earlier today I was talking with a couple of students and I asked them for their picks. I thought, who do you think, right? Where's your bet? And interestingly enough, about that quickly, they both came up with the same name. So known for deeply, deeply engaging classroom experiences, such as his annual Shark Tank midterm project, where students pitch original product ideas to a panel of community volunteers. I am very deeply honored to recognize my colleague, my friend, a tremendous teacher, Thomas Narducci. We're going to get a photo, but then he wants to make a speech, y'all. So hang on.
There is no way that I thought that was going to happen. Especially when you work with people who stand on this stage and for people who sit in those stands. There is a lot of gratitude that I have to show, not just to my students who inspire me every day, and is the reason that I get up in the morning, and the people that I wish to inspire for their entire future. I deeply, deeply appreciate the connections and the relationships that we build, and I am honored to be a part of your history as I teach you about ours. For the people who are sitting in the stands over here, I can't thank you enough for the things that you do for me every single day, for the years of support, and just the inspiration that you give me to be a better person and a better teacher for the people who sit here. Thank you to the parents who trust our community and send your kids to my class every day knowing that I'm trying to work to help you get them to where you want them to be, and the amount of trust that you give me is absolutely astonishing. Thank you for everything, and my gratitude goes to the place I've called home for almost 15 years now. And I just can't believe I'm standing here with these people. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, Tom. Very well deserved. I'd like to ask our Student Government Association president to come forward. Gavin has led our SGA's efforts this year and helped to make the middle school a better place, a place where students have ownership of a lot of the things that happen in the middle school. It's been a real privilege to get to work with him. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to stop. My daughter literally arrived in Seattle today. She left here Thursday and is just arriving there right now, and she's calling me, so I had to silence that. It's a little distracting on my wrist. But Gavin has been a great leader for our 8th grade class. It's been exciting to see not only the things that he has done, but also the ways that he has grown as a leader as he's done this work this year. It's my privilege to welcome Gavin Olmstead to share a message for the 8th grade class.
Good evening, Montverde Academy, family, faculty, and friends. My name is Gavin Olmstead, your Middle School Student Government Association President. Thank you for being here to celebrate our achievements and promotion. I'm truly honored to be here with you tonight. If you told me 4 years ago that I'd win the regional science fair, get my black belt in Taekwondo, get into my dream school, become NJHS treasurer and student body president, I would have looked at you and said, "You've got the wrong kid," and gone back to watching Koryak Kenshin like it's a full-time job. But here we are. After all the awkward glow-ups, switching schools, figuring out friend groups, getting our first A, or that one C that had us sweating, every moment added up and made us into who we are now, confident, capable, and just trying to keep our iPads charged. Thank you. I like to think of middle school like our favorite video games. 6th grade is like Roblox, endless possibilities, new experiences, and creativity to build your foundation. And yes, maybe even give your avatar white hair. 7th grade is like Minecraft. You're crafting, exploring, and learning how to survive and thrive in a world you're shaping yourself. 8th grade, that's Fortnite. You drop in with confidence, strategize, and gear up for that epic victory. Just like leveling up in these games, each grade has taught us new skills and given us experiences that have prepared us for the next big chapter. And now, we're ready and excited to press start on what's next with confidence. This year was filled with unforgettable moments that shaped us into the scholars, athletes, and leaders we are today. From SGA socials to NJHS events like cereal drives and buses and backpacks, we came together to make a difference. Our 8th grade trip to Washington, D.C., cold but snowless, gave us an appreciation for Florida weather and memories you'll carry for a lifetime. Just like the assembly games and, yes, those very long speeches. On the field, we also made our mark. Our boys and girls soccer teams were home to Citrus League Championship. Our gold and purple basketball teams finished strong with matching 7-4 records. Our volleyball team also served up a season to remember. Shout out to our 6 runner strong track team. We closed out the year with grit and heart, led by our own Olympic gold medalist, Coach Bledman. The performing arts lit up our stage with extraordinary showcases like Descendants and more. To those whose skills who may not always show up on the main screen, whether you're a swimmer, snowboarder, skier, lacrosse player, water polo athlete, dancer, gymnast, equestrian, robotics innovator, scholar, or artist, your hard work is like the achievements in a game, not always visible, but essential to completing the level. We've all unlocked something special, and together, we all power what makes Mount Vernon Academy truly elite. As some of us look ahead to upper school and others to another important year of middle school, we carry with us everything we've accomplished, the big wins and the small victories. Remember, the friendships, lessons, and memories from middle school will help us thrive the rest of our adolescent years. As Naruto Uzumaki Sensei once said, success isn't just about the destination, it's about every moment, every hardship, every lesson you learn along the way. It's all a part of the story you're building out for the next chapter of the game. I want to take a moment to recognize each and every one of you here today. Your dedication, effort, and spirit have made this year truly unforgettable. I'd also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to my mom, dad, teachers, advisors like Ms. Narducci, coaches, and peers. Your unwavering support, guidance, and belief in me have pushed me to reach my fullest potential. I wouldn't be standing here today without all of you. On behalf of the entire MVA middle school student body, thank you to all the teachers, staff, and families. Class of 2029, congratulations, level complete. We have 4 more to go.
Thanks, Kevin. So our SGA, one of the projects that SGA took on at the end of the year here was to put together a slideshow of some memories. And one of the things that I've taken away from watching this, and I think Mrs. Fracker has watched it many times, I think, partly because she was looking to make sure everything was accurate, and partly, I think, because she just really enjoyed it. Because one of the things we really celebrate as a middle school is growth. We see students come in at the beginning of 6th grade who, often, sorry 6th grade, but when it was August, it was like 5th grade plus, right? You weren't quite there yet. But as we started the year and we got into those first months of school, we started to see you really grow and start to be who you are today and mature. So it's a really great feeling for us to see where students were and where they are now, and then to imagine maybe where they might go. So we're going to enjoy a slideshow right now, and I just want you to have this chance to reflect, especially for you 8th grade parents, about where your child was and where your child is.
This is gonna be the best day of my life, my life. I howled at the moon with friends, and then the sun came crashing in. Whoa, oh, 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 oh. But all the possibilities, no limits, just epiphanies. I'm never gonna look back. Whoa, I'm never gonna give it up. No, just don't wake me now. This is gonna be the best day of my life.
It's remarkable, isn't it, when you look back and you think about the journey that we're all on and the ways that all of these young people have grown over the years. And tonight, we're going to mark one of those milestones, one of those transition points for students as they finish their time in middle school and enter the upper school, become high school students. So this group, I think you saw this happen as they were watching. One of the things that has been, sort of my observation of them as a class, and I think from our faculty, this is a really kind and engaged group. This is a group of young people with a lot of energy, with a lot of passion for community. They really enjoy spending time with each other. They really enjoy engaging other people. They're a group of young people who care very deeply about relationships. And, we're going to miss them. I hope that they will come by and say hello. We always love to hear about the great things that our students do as they enter the upper school. But alas, 8th grade, it is time for us to say goodbye. Except for exams, right? We still have a few of those to go. We still have a few. But we do want to recognize you for your accomplishments. We want to recognize this transition as you become an upper school student. And so I'd like to ask Ms. Horchak to come forward as we begin by recognizing the students in her advisory.
Safia Ben Musa, Max Bianco, Brady Burton, Jaden Kalagos, Juliet Carrillo, Matthew Chin, Caleb Kaufman, Ella Dradi, Kira Farmer, Hans Huang, Gavin Olmsted, Andrew Rosetniks, Evan Safford, Ollie Sari, Larry Shen, Vava Valencia, Sky Yan, Katie Zhang, and Miao Zhuang.
Jasar Al-Kahal, Scarlett Bracamonte, Zach Cheng, Enrique Cunha, Gigi Gaia, Christian Galaviz, Sophia Gill, Quentin Huang, Liam Jones, Ava Pergram, Talay Price, Mason Ray, Sophia Ricardo, Parker Saplinski, Matthew Waldman, Elena Wang, Connie Young, Jack Ye, Gabriel Zamuth.
Rio Arakawa, Kenzo Tanaka Aranda, Kira Bart, Sammy Ben Musa, Bryce Benton, Beatrice Bonjolo Zucato, Olivia Breen, Carson Crutchfield, Bob Fung, Trey Foster, Cruz Garcia, Zidane Ishri, Tierney Kelly, Joshua Littman, Tristan Milliken, Maria Neves, AJ Penn, Ava Sanford, Claire Whitehouse.
Do it now? Troy. Charlie Anderson, Stella Belmore, Kylie Brown, Lucas Campuano, Michaela Cook, Addie Cooper, Alexis Easton, Vino Fawn, Natalia Gunham, Curtis Hamadi, Frank Hassami, Journey Jones, Kai Magnuson, Jacob Martinez, Lucas Mendez, Chandler Miao, Maria Pereira, Neres Sudikas, Leo Villarreal Rodríguez.
Aman Agarwal, Zaid Al Suleiman, Sammy Baisha, Jackson Broker, Alejandra Burgos Valentin, Ronald Bushner, Quentin Duan, Michael Shane Frazier, Max Georgie, Natalie Grossum, Ella Holt, Heidi Pawson, Theo Reese, Zoe Soplinsky, Raj Vieira de Andrade, Tiger Yan, Jin Jiang, Jade Zhu,
Connor Burke. Megan Busby. Drew Fennell. Miguel Fernandez Hernandez. Brody Hayden. Josh Joseph. Emily Limpus. Emmanuel Mackey. Munsif Minhas. Vic Naranja Garcia. Anila Parker. Rylan Pierce. Ella Pompeo. Kai Ramcharan. Kinsley Sayer. Melina Thomas. Myra Thomas. And Lorenzo Zulian.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the class of 2029. Just a couple of housekeeping notes before we wrap up the evening. If you have any things that you might have brought with you or left behind, please don't leave them behind. The folks who work in our maintenance and custodial departments have been working a tremendous amount over the last week and a half with all of the award ceremonies, and we have a special one tomorrow with our kindergarten graduation that they have to get ready for. So anything you can do to lighten the burden on them would be much appreciated. I do also want to invite our 8th grade families. We've got some cake out in the concession stand. We'd love for a few minutes of fellowship with you as we send off your 8th graders to upper school. Thank you again for coming, for spending this time with us. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.